Alright, so week number 14 is in the history books, and another wild week. And of course, my team losing again, and like I predicted. I don't know. But we'll get to that in a little bit later. I'm not using my tablet to look at the scores, I'm using my laptop. So, Thursday Night Football, the Kansas City Chiefs beat the Oakland Raiders 21-13, and that was a close game, and I knew at some time that Oakland was going to lose at least one game as well. I didn't think they were going to lose to Kansas City, to be honest. And, it is what it is. Oakland got a loss, and, now Kansas City is leading the AFC West in first place. So congrats to the Kansas City Chiefs. So we move on to the Sunday afternoon games. The Steelers beat the Buffalo Bills. Good win for the Steelers to try to keep their playoff hopes alive and win their division. And Rex Ryan might be on his way out. He might be on the merge of getting fired. And probably before the end of the season, he might get fired. We'll see what happens with that. The Carolina Panthers beat the Chargers 28-16, and it's just a whatever game in my opinion. It's just this close to the end of the season. It's just a whatever game because these two teams are not going to make the playoffs anyways. The Bengals beat the Browns 23-10, and I'm 3 more weeks away, folks, of having my prediction correctly about the Cleveland Browns. And for those of you that are tuning in for the first time, I predicted since week 4 that Cleveland is going to end the season 0-16. And I'm still sticking to it. And if I don't, then that means that I have to drink a V8. Something that I've hated since childhood. And something I threw up since childhood, and I haven't drank it in over 25 years. 3 more weeks, people. 3 more weeks. The Detroit Lions beat the Chicago Bears 20-17. A big victory for the Detroit Lions to secure their playoff hopes. And not only that, try to get a playoff game going in Detroit for the first time since 91-92 season. Yeah, they beat the Cowboys in the Pontiac Silverdome back in the 91-92 playoffs. The Houston Texans beat the Indianapolis Colts 22-17. I honestly thought the Colts were going to win, but didn't happen. And congrats to the Texans to win and try to keep their playoff hopes alive. But I don't expect them to go any further anyways. I expect them to be a one-and-done team anyways. Yeah, and the Colts, I don't know if they're going to fire Chuck Pagano. He might be in the hot seat. I might make a video later today and make my predictions of who's in the hot seat. But I already know that Jeff Fisher's already been fired. We'll get to that later. The Vikings beat the Jaguars 25-16. And Vikings are trying to keep their playoff hopes alive. But I don't know. Probably their season is a disappointment. They start off really good, 5-0, and then all of a sudden they've won a few games, but they kind of crumbled, pretty much. The Miami Dolphins beat the Arizona Cardinals 26-23, and tough break for the Cardinals, and the Dolphins are trying to get a wild card spot in the playoffs and try to keep their playoff hopes alive. But right now they're still in the hunt, though. They're still in the hunt. They're not out yet, but they're trying to keep their hopes alive. The Redskins beat the Eagles 27-22. The Eagles showed some passion. Despite of, some dirty hits by the Redskins players on the Eagles. That one player should have been ejected from the game. I'm sorry. He should have been ejected for that targeting hit on Darren Sproles. Yeah, we get an extra 15 yards after that hit. It was a personal foul, and in college football they call that targeting, and pretty much they throw your ass out of here. They don't put up with that stuff. I wouldn't be surprised sooner or later, within a year or two, they might make that as a rule in the NFL. If you do targeting like that, then you're going to get ejected from the game. I wouldn't be surprised if the NFL passes that on. And as far as the Eagles are concerned, they show some fight. It's just that they need better wide receivers. They have to rebuild through the draft and not get scraps from garbage teams. It's just that my problem right now is that, it's not, in my opinion, it's not Carson Wentz's fault. He's a great quarterback. I know he's an NFL star in the making. It's just another year for the Eagles that they missed the playoffs. Another year, another letdown. That's what it is this year. The Titans beat the Broncos 13-10. This was an upset. This was a major upset. I honestly thought the Broncos had a chance to beat the Titans, and I don't know. Am I underestimating the Titans? Are they going to try to sneak into the playoffs? Like, even if they did sneak into the playoffs, they're going to be a one-and-done team anyways. And my prediction comes true in the 4 o'clock games. The New York Jets beat the 49ers in overtime 23-17, like I said it would happen. But I was almost wrong, though. They had the lead, the 49ers. They had the lead. And what happened, Chip Kelly? Huh? What happened? You gave it up. That's what you guys did. You gave it up. You let the Jets come back late in the fourth quarter and tied the game to overtime, and the Niners didn't get it done. The Jets scored a touchdown, the game was over, and Chip Kelly still fails at life. And that horrible general manager for the 49ers, he made a big mistake this year for even hiring Chip Kelly. Why would you hire him? He doesn't deserve an NFL job. And if they keep him for next season, that proves to me that the owner and the manager don't know what the hell they're doing. They should have never gotten rid of Jim Harbaugh a couple years ago. That was a huge mistake because he took you guys to 3 NFC championships and 1 Super Bowl appearance. Look, I'm not a 49ers fan, but he let his ego and his personal feelings interfere to business. And look at the results now. 1-12. There's no excuses. And if it wasn't for the Cleveland Browns, your team would have been the worst team this year. So the Packers beat the Seahawks 38-10. I really thought the Seahawks had a chance against the Packers. The Packers are trying to get their playoff hopes alive, and I don't know if they're going to make the playoffs. I know they're probably not going to win the division this year. I mean, there's something missing about the Packers. They may miss the playoffs. It feels different. Falcons beat the Los Angeles Rams 42-14, which led to Jeff Fisher losing his job yesterday. Because he sucks. He's out of touch. Jeff Fisher, why would you even give him a 3-year extension? Now all of a sudden you fire him. That was so stupid anyways. And now there are rumors that they're going to try to hire Jim Harbaugh. I mean, if it happens, it happens. Great. The Buccaneers beat the Saints 16-11. I was pretty much incorrect about the Buccaneers a couple weeks ago. I didn't think they would make the playoffs or try to get their playoff hopes alive. I didn't think they were in the radar of even being in a playoff spot. They really surprised me this year, and they've improved a lot, the Buccaneers. They play tough. And if they make the playoffs and win the division, good for them. And I'm happy for them. But Atlanta might be the ones that win the division, and Tampa Bay gets the wild card. We'll see what happens. Now, this was the game that I got right. The Giants beat the Cowboys 10-7. I said the Giants were going to win last week. I said at some point in time, somebody's going to beat the Cowboys. They won 11 in a row. The most in their franchise as the Dallas Cowboys. The most in their franchise history. And I said at some point in time, they were going to lose a game. Winning 11 in a row was great for them. Now they're 11-2. They already got a playoff berth. And like I said before, they didn't have to win this game. But they sort of have to win this game to keep home field advantage. And, Giants got their number. They got their number. Will they do it again for a third time if they play against each other in the playoffs? Then we'll see what happens. Probably 3 will be a charm for the Cowboys. Or maybe Giants are going to beat them 3 in a row in this season. Counting the playoffs. And last but not least, not a shocker, the Patriots beat the Ravens 30-23. Not really a shocker. Nothing surprising. You know, the huge. Tom Brady needs to stop. Tom Brady needs to quit acting like a baby. He knows he's going to win. He needs to stop crying and stop hollering and screaming. Yeah, I know he's showing passion. He's trying to make the players better. I get that. And now I'm going to move on to my week number 15 predictions. And I did pretty good last week. So let's fire up this baby for week number 15. Okay, so we kick it off with Thursday Night Football. Jeff Fisher will not be coaching this game. He's fired. He's done for the rest of the season, probably for the remainder of his life. Unless if the 49ers are stupid enough to get him. So the Rams will play against the Seahawks, and I'm picking the Seahawks to win. I'd be really surprised if the Rams win this game. I picked the Seahawks. A Saturday game, the Dolphins against the Jets on NFL Network. I'm going to pick the Dolphins to win. I like their chances. So now we move to the Sunday afternoon games. The Packers against the Bears. I'm going to pick the Packers to win. The Browns against the Bills. Buffalo. Next. The Eagles against the Ravens. Oh, boy. And like I said before, I wish I would root for the Eagles. Ravens are going to win. They're going to win this game. I'm sorry to all you Eagles fans out there, and you know who I'm talking to. They just can't win. They haven't won in a month. They could win, but I don't see them winning. So I picked the Ravens. I don't know why I'm going against my team. It's just reality. I don't expect anything. The Titans against the Chiefs. I'm picking the Chiefs to win. Tennessee's a decent team. It's just that Kansas City is a better team than Tennessee. The Steelers against the Bengals. I picked the Steelers to win. I like their chances better against Cincinnati. The Detroit Lions against the New York Giants. Oh boy, this is gonna be a tough game. This is a make it or break it situation for the Lions. This is a close game. I'm going to pick the Giants to win over the Lions. So there you go. The Colts against the Vikings. It's just two teams I really don't even care for. They're not even that good, and I don't think they're going to make the playoffs at all. I'll pick the Colts. Why not? The Jaguars against the Texans. I'm going to pick the Texans to win. The Saints against the Cardinals. I'm going to pick the Cardinals to win. Next game. 49ers against the Falcons. I'm going to pick the Falcons to win. They're going to smoke the 49ers. Next. Oh, here's a tough game. The Oakland Raiders against the San Diego Chargers. I'm going to pick the Raiders to win. To keep their playoff hopes alive. Patriots against the Broncos. This is different. This is a different style of a game. No Peyton Manning at all. This is not Manning versus Brady anymore. Peyton Manning's history. I think the Patriots are going to win. Now, Tom Brady does struggle at Mile High. He's only won one game in Mile High in Denver. And that was when Tim Tebow was a quarterback. Do I think Tom Brady is going to win this game in Denver against the Broncos? Yes. I believe he's going to win. I'll be really surprised if he loses this game. I don't think he will. But he does struggle in Denver. But he's only won once. Okay, so now the Sunday Night Football game. The Buccaneers against the Cowboys. This is going to be a tough game. And Tampa Bay has not been on Sunday Night Football in a long time either. So they're giving the Buccaneers a chance to shine on primetime television. I did say last week the Cowboys were going to lose to the Giants. And playing their second week in a row on NBC, I picked the Cowboys to beat the Buccaneers. I mean, the Buccaneers are a decent, good team. But they're not ready for a team like the Cowboys. They're not ready. No, I'm going to pick the Cowboys to win. Monday Night Football. Panthers against the Redskins. This is a tough prediction. I don't even know, to be honest. I really don't know. If I had a prediction, the Redskins are trying to keep their playoff hopes alive. The Panthers are unpredictable. 1 minute they're good, next minute they suck. But they've sucked this year. I thought they were at least going to be a playoff contenders. I don't think they're going to be that either. Because I think they're pretty much out of the playoffs in my estimation. Why not Panthers? I'm going to pick the Panthers to win. So thank you very much for watching my video. Make sure to like this video, subscribe today if you haven't, and click the bell button on the, wherever it is, on the bottom, right next to the subscribe button. That way it will be easier to keep you updated of what I've uploaded on YouTube, because YouTube doesn't promote small little channels like us. So yeah, thank you for watching my video, and also follow me on Twitter and like me on Facebook. Links are down below the subscription box. I am CJ Hawk 85. I'll see you guys later.